This is Martin from Secrets, the channel for learning about investing and trading. Welcome to Markets Tomorrow, a daily technical analysis where you are looking at September 14 Tuesday tomorrow. So, as usual, we will be looking at the following parameters on the left side. We will look at them in the charts and then try to analyze it, and then additional parameters that you see on the right side also will be taken up. Then wrap up with some actions, right? So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe right away and share to your friends and colleagues so that everyone benefits and it doesn't cost you and it helps us a lot. Thank you. So without wasting time, let's straight away get into the charts and see what happened in the market today. So without any support resistance, so this will remove the support resistance, and this is what you see. This is a doji. It's a doji is an indecisive candle, and it's a dragonfly type of doji, right? A dragonfly on the top of an up move, it could indicate, only on confirmation, could indicate a reversal, right? There's a potential for a reversal as per the candlestick patterns that you see. And Bank Nifty, what do you see? Right? It looks like it's another spinning top small body kind of. And what is the price action trading? Let's go to the lower time frame chart and see what happened today. So today is 13th of September, and what you see here is another V-shaped day. The market moved up, came down, and then again moved up. Another V-shaped move that happened in the Nifty, with the index remaining flat, right? 14 points up, down actually, right? Slightly bearish. Right? In the Bank Nifty, what happened was the same. It was a V-shape. That V-shape didn't complete fully. That's what I meant in Nifty. So it was V-shaped sideways movement that happened throughout. That's the Bank Nifty that we are seeing now. There's no difference in the Bollinger Bands. You can see that it's rising. The volatility is rising. And if you see the Bollinger Bands, you can see that volatility has already expanded, right, in the Bank Nifty also. So let's not worry about that, and then let's get into these support and resistance levels, right? So Bank Nifty, you can clearly see that it is failed to climb further up and then formed a bearish kind of candle and taken support in the same 36,500 and 36,000 kind of. So you'll have to be cautious if it breaks the 36,000 once again, right? If it holds that, then there's a chance that it can further up move. So Bank Nifty again, if you look at the supports down further, it's all supports remain the same, 35,900 to 35,600 levels. Below that, if it breaks this, and above we have resistance. So 37,000 is major resistance that the Bank Nifty is going to face, and above that you have the all-time high resistance at 37,700. So two resistances solid up, and then currently at a support region, and below supports remains the same as previous. How about Nifty? Nifty is an all-time high uncharted territory, but it is stuck at a 50% Fibonacci projection. Right, so above that is 17,750 is the 61% Fibonacci up projection. Right, down you have support at 17,150 to 17,050, that kind of range. The previous supports have seen slight retracement was seen there, so you could find some supports there. And if that is gone, then you have a gap support that's coming at 16,750 to 700 kind of levels, and below that you have 16,600 500. These are all previous areas where it felt it had resistances, right? So that's a support. So upwards it's uncharted, but 17,750 could find resistance right now. The first resistance will be 17,450 where it had reverted back from. Right. So right now what you see is the consolidation. Right, resistance, then we already see that. Now that's the chart tonight. Yeah, so I'm sorry. So we have some more analysis to do, right? What is the momentum indicator saying, right? RSI momentum is clearly saying it is bullish, right? No doubt about that, right? Clearly bullish resistance. And if you see that 78.57, it is still not having any divergences on the daily. And Bank Nifty, you can see that the momentum has slipped into the sideways from the bullish zones, right? So the up move, because of the bullish reverse divergence that was there earlier last week, failed to meet the target of moving up till here, and then it has slipped. Now the question is whether it will. Now the thing is, it has taken a support. There is a change. So this is a support zone, which was a resistance zone earlier. So Nifty broke out, moved up, and then coming back to support zone, and then there is a potential. If it moves above that, you can say there is a change in polarity that can happen. So there is a potential change in polarity that may work out, right? So that is something that you can. But one thing that you note is that the up move of the Bank Nifty is a higher high, higher low that is maintained. So only if it breaks below this, yeah. So only if 36,000 is gone, we have to be little wide, right? So here also, you can see that. Right? So that's what momentum is saying. So clear bullishness intact on Nifty, and Bank Nifty lost a bit of, whether it will take a change in priority and then bounce upwards is the question, right? So losing of momentum has happened with Bank Nifty, something to be noted from the momentum indicators. How about Bank Nifty? Trend indicator ADX is showing that the secant strength of that has come down, right? It was shooting up till last week, stayed flat, and then now it has come down, so it twisted. So that is a worry, but it is still in the bullish zones, right? The crossover has not happened yet, so trend is fine, but strength is reduced. Bank Nifty strength is taking a bend. You have to be very cautious in this, right? Whenever the ADX trend indicators are taking a bend, it means that the trend is reversing on the daily time frame, right? But still in the bullish zones. So ADX strength is taken a bend. This is a very important indicator, so you have to be very cautious whenever the ADX indicator trend indicators are taking a bend, a curve, right? So both of them are doing that. Strength is reducing, and the trend probably may be changing if it is doesn't. So that is something to be cautious about, right? So that is what both the indicators are saying. Now let's get into and see what is the open interest data showing. Open interest data, if it is it's for the next expiry is 16 September. It is showing that the highest call rating what is proceeding in the graph. 17,400 is what is resisting, and then you also have resistance far away at 18,000, maybe hedging. And the highest support is seen at 16,500, and then similar support is seen at 17,300. So 17,300, whether it will be able to keep hold of that is very crucial. If as long as this 17,300 in Nifty is held, then it should be fine. This may be hedged very far away, 16,500, not likely to go that much, mostly. Right? But resistance clearly is at 17,400. So the expiry in 3 days, the battle may be between 17,300, 200, and then 400. That may be where. And one it's about one, which means that the put call ratio of the Nifty is for the next expiry is bullish enough. How about Bank Nifty? Put call ratio is 0.69, which is not bullish, right? And the highest resistance, you can see that 26,500, right, is where the resistance is happening highest, right? After that you have 37,000, which has to be congruent, right? So even 36,500, which was congruent last week, banks we starting to hold that. And the supports, highest support put rating is seen at 35,500. No, 36,500 is for the same place where the put rating is also seen. So the battle is for whether 36,500, between 36,500 and 37,000 is where the action is going to be, right? So futures, I don't think open interest data has come, but let's quickly see if it has come or not, right? Not sure. Yeah, it's not showing this. So let's go in and see if the if the FA data has come. Yes, September 13th, FA data. FAs bought 1,500. This is good news. FAs are in buying mode. and here's taking profit at 550 crores of selling that happened, right? So if as a buying mode is going to drop into this analysis, and what happened to the VIX if you see right today, what is the VIX doing, right? So if you just go to the, so VIX has tried slightly to move up. It had shot up 8% and then fall down 8% last week and the previous last week. This is what happened, right? So today you can see that there is a slight increase. No, it was below 14. No, it is 14. So VIX, what did that do intraday? Let's just go to the lower time frame and see, just for confirmation that what VIX was doing is from, see, there was a dip in the VIX that actually happened, but that happened off. Yeah, so the closure of the dip, no, it's itself is flat actually. It just shot up from there, moved up to 14.5 and then came back there. So it's just, a flat close. You can see that VIX closed very close to 14. So it is as flat as, try to spike up a little bit and then remain flat. So VIX remains in that zones where it is defined the range. The next volatility range is getting formed. So it went to 13.5 kind of levels, and then again, and between 15 and 13, that is where it probably is trying to form a range. But so it's not dipping further to that, right? And the institutional participation is good. We have seen sectorial watch is something that we will get some picture from this heat map, and in addition to that, we would also look at the charts of the indexes as well. So if you look at what happened today, it's all green out there, right? All the sectors performed um, except telecom, cement, and consumer. So then why it remained flat is a question, all right? So let's see in details what has Nifty done. So Nifty, we discussed that there is a divergence, bullish reverse, and it is exactly doing that. It's moving up, right? That is the IT index that you're seeing there. Metal also improved, right? It will also improve. It has shot back and then moved to the climb. So it has moved to the bullish once again on the daily time frame, and this is time to pick some jobs. So Hindalco looks good. Auto sector is consolidating the same support zone that we had since long, and then it's sideways. We have to wait for a moment to catch up. And pharma is also sideways, although it is showing some signs of climbing to the. So we'll have to wait for this move to about 60 the RSI. FMCG is bullish, but today it had formed a doji. Alright, so it's interesting whether it won't go up or not, but there's been a clear breakout that's happening in the FMCG. Some consolidation also happened, and then last Friday it shot up again, and then it is little indecisive and then taking its time. So clearly bullish FMCG, and the real estate also is bullish. We have seen that it's a cup and hot handle pattern on the weekly. So it reverse formed the handle and then it shot. It is broken out of this and then again retrace a little bit. So reality is clearly bullish, and this is time for stock picking reality and FMCG sector, and IT as usual because of the dollar advantage. It has been, and the work from home advantage. It has been vertically moving up. So like now metal also has joined the party. So it's only auto and the pharma that is lagging behind. It's there, but otherwise all the sectors are doing good, right? So that's the sector. Now let's just see what happened to the dollar and the currency pair. That action around that, you can see that dollar has strengthened slightly, and the currency pair also has strengthened. Right, it's showing a green candle. So basically, it has taken support at the channel edge on the daily, right? And we'll just give a weekly view so that things will be clear. So you can see that so this is the dollars, the USD currency pair channel, and it dipped into 40.72 kind of levels and then shot back to this. So it is probably again heading for the channel top once again to the, but the expectation is that it may find resistance at this 74 and 74.5 levels, and maybe not go beyond that, right? So this is what that's the action that is happening in the US. The INR currency pair, oil in the dangerous levels, is rising up and trying to cross With oil prices shooting up, it's not good for the economy, and the US dollar is also strengthening, right? And what you see here in the gold is that the gold, when the dollar strengthens, gold does not work, right? But today it managed to close green, but it has formed some kind of inside candle, right? And yeah, so the gold had bounced back 4 5 weeks back, and it hit the resistance here and then closed back, and now it is consolidating at the support region. That's what is happening, right? Remember that at the weekly, monthly level, there is a cup and handle very strong pattern, and it is currently forming the handle of the cup and handle pattern. So it may go down, up, and then finally it would break out, right? But it is a slow movement that this is happening, right? So US markets had gone down yesterday, but today Nasdaq you can see that it is moving up, right? It's a green 100 points Nasdaq that you're seeing. So the previous 4 5 days candle was all kind of very bearish. Look at 10 September. Look at all this. This is kind of a bearish reversal kind of indication. So there, but today it is, as of time of recording of this, it is a gain of near 100 points, and then others are also showing some green tick, but you'll have to check it tomorrow morning before the pre-market to get a picture on how they performed, right? But otherwise it's all green, no major down moves seen on the global markets. Commodity markets, we have commodity gold and other oil and all that we have already seen. So this should wrap up. uh, so based on what you have seen, right, Nifty has an indecisiveness. It is an all-time high. Bank Nifty is not performing that much, but it is at a support zone. It can bounce back. It has a lot of potential to catch up. Once if the Bank Nifty joins the rally, then 18K is very close by, right? Nifty will break out like anything, but Bank Nifty just is not doing that, right? Because it's moving up a little and then again coming to support zone, but it's very slowly, steadily moving up. It is forming a higher high, a higher low. As long as that higher high, higher low in the Bank Nifty is not broken, you don't have to worry. Momentum has lost, but I believe that it will bounce from this change in polarity zone, right? And Nifty, it's an all-time high. It's consolidating, destroying a bearish indecisive on the top doji candle. So some kind of correction may come in anytime. So you have to be a little cautious, but overall the momentum and trend, everything is intact. And just retailers of course you are already long, but long entries, positional entries, this may not be the time unless 17,450 or 500 is taken out clearly, right? So until then you don't know fresh longs, right? And the exits are clearly at the support levels that are marked. Wherever it retraced and consolidated previously, the support zone, we already seen that, right? Intraday V-shape moves continues, low volatility problems, issues continue, so you have to be cautiously bullish is once again the verdict from my side, right? I hope it helps, and uh, that's all I have. Thanks for watching, and please share and subscribe to the channel. It will help us a lot. Thanks for watching, and happy trading and happy new year.